12 years of school, not one class on taxes, not one on investing, not one on how a mortgage works. That wasn't an accident. These 7 financial lies were repeated so often we believe them as adults. I'm drawing the truth right now, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. People grow up memorizing equations, historical dates, and the parts of a plant leaf. Yet somehow the very things that determine our entire adult life, money, debt, credit, taxes, investing, are treated like dangerous secrets we shouldn't be told too early. You finish school believing you're prepared for life, only to enter adulthood and realize you don't understand paychecks, interest rates, loans, or even how your own money disappears every month. That confusion isn't your fault. It's a system built to keep people obedient, uninformed, and financially dependent. These 7 financial lies shaped entire generations, and once you understand them for what they truly are, the way you look at money will change forever. True in 1975. In 2025, average student loan debt, $37,000. Pensions barely exist. Job security aged terribly. New reality, skills, multiple income streams, investing, that's actual security now. For decades, the message was simple. Get a degree, get a job, and your future will be safe. That was the formula in the mid-1900s when college was cheap, jobs were stable, and companies rewarded loyalty. But that world is gone. Today, millions of young adults graduate drowning in debt before they even get their first full-time job. A degree that once opened every door now acts as a financial weight they carry for decades. Meanwhile, the idea of a secure job for life has evaporated. Companies downsize, entire industries change. Technology replaces roles overnight. Pensions, the thing that once guaranteed retirement, are nearly extinct. What actually protects you now is not blind loyalty to one employer, but a combination of high-value skills, diversified income streams, and the ability to invest so your money grows even when you're not working. Real security comes from building a foundation that doesn't collapse when one job disappears. Home appreciation, 3 to 4% per year. S&P 500, around 10% per year. Plus, a house costs money every year. Maintenance, insurance, taxes, interest. Sometimes renting and investing, the difference wins. Always run the math. For generations, people were told that buying a house was the smartest financial decision anyone could ever make. Renting is throwing money away, they said, but they never mentioned the part where you pour thousands into maintenance, repairs, insurance, property taxes, closing costs, interest payments, and unexpected expenses that hit at the worst times. They never mentioned the stress of being responsible for everything that breaks. The truth is simple. A house is not always an investment. It can be a home, a place of stability, a source of pride, but financially, it often grows slower than the stock market. Historically, the S&P 500 has outperformed housing dramatically, and when you factor in all the hidden costs of home ownership, the numbers tilt even further away. Sometimes renting and investing, the difference puts far more money in your pocket over time. The key is not the emotional belief that buying is always better, but the simple discipline of running the math with clear eyes. Savings account, 0.5%. Inflation, 3%. Net, you lose 2.5% of purchasing power every year while feeling responsible. Your money is shrinking in slow motion. That's not responsibility, that's expensive comfort. People feel responsible when they save money. It feels safe. It feels mature, but safety and loss can look identical if you don't understand inflation. A savings account pays almost nothing in interest, especially today. Meanwhile, prices rise every year: groceries, rent, medicine, transportation, everything. What looks like a responsible habit is often a quiet financial trap. You aren't growing your money, you're watching it shrink slowly while believing you're doing the right thing. You feel secure, but that sense of security is manufactured. True responsibility is understanding that money must grow just to maintain its value, and it must grow significantly to build real wealth. Keeping everything in a savings account is choosing comfort over progress, and that comfort has a price you pay every single year. Credit cards are tools. Used wrong, catastrophic. Used right, free flights, cash back, credit score. Rule: spend only what you have. Pay in full every month. Never carry a balance. Then the bank pays you. You've probably heard someone say, Credit cards are dangerous. Stay away from them. But that warning lumps two very different realities together. On one side, yes, credit card misuse can be financially devastating. High interest rates trap millions in debt cycles that take years to escape. But on the other side, credit cards, when used correctly, become powerful financial tools. They offer protection, rewards, and credit-building advantages that cash and debit cards cannot match. Most people never learn the simple system. Spend only money you already have, treat your credit card like a debit card, pay off the full balance every month, and never let a debt roll over. When you do this, the bank doesn't make money from you. You make money from them. You earn travel rewards, cash back, purchase protection, and a credit score that unlocks cheaper loans and better financial opportunities. Credit cards aren't evil. They're sharp tools. You just need to know how to hold them correctly. Today, you can invest $5, literally $5. Fractional shares, no minimums, no fees. The barrier to investing has never been lower. The only thing stopping you is this lie you were told. Once upon a time, investing required large amounts of money. You needed to buy whole shares, pay high fees, and work through brokers who controlled access. But technology has destroyed those barriers. Today, anyone with a smartphone can invest spare change. You can buy fractional shares of the biggest companies in the world for the price of a coffee. You don't need $1,000, you don't need $100, you don't even need $20. The real challenge is not financial, it's psychological. People still carry the old belief that investing is for the rich, that they must wait until they earn more or save more before they begin. But waiting is the most expensive decision of all. The earlier you invest, the more time your money has to grow, and time is the one thing you can't buy back later. The system wants you to believe you need a lot of money to start so you stay out of the game. But the truth is simple. The door is open. You only need to take the first step. Hard work trades time for money. There's a ceiling. People who actually get ahead build assets that work while they sleep. Investments, side income. Your goal isn't to work harder, it's to build things that earn without you. Most people grow up hearing the same message. Work hard and you'll get ahead. It sounds noble, it sounds fair, but it hides a fundamental economic reality. Hard work alone does not create wealth. Hard work pays bills. Hard work provides stability. Hard work keeps you alive. But wealth comes from leverage. It comes from owning things that generate money even when you're not physically working. That might be investments, digital products, rental properties, businesses, or any asset that continues earning in the background. There are only 24 hours in a day, and if your income depends entirely on selling those hours, your earning ability has a hard ceiling. Meanwhile, people who get ahead understand that they need money-making systems, not endless labor. They build streams of income that continue flowing whether they work or not. Hard work is admirable, but it cannot beat compound growth. At some point, your money must work harder than you do. Who benefits from you not discussing salary? Employers who underpay because employees don't compare. Banks who charge fees because customers don't ask. This lie keeps you isolated and behind. Talk about money, learn about money, ask hard questions. Silence is one of the most powerful tools used against you. When people avoid talking about money, they don't notice they're being underpaid. They don't realize others in the same job are earning more. They don't notice hidden fees quietly draining their accounts. They don't question unfair interest rates or unnecessary charges. Employers benefit from secrecy. Banks benefit from your confusion. Corporations benefit from your lack of financial conversations. When you break that silence, when you talk openly about income, debt, savings, negotiations, and financial goals, you gain awareness, knowledge, power, the ability to make better decisions. You stop accepting the first offer. You stop letting companies dictate your value. Talking about money isn't rude. It's necessary. It's how you break cycles that generations before you never escaped. And it's how you protect your future instead of hoping someone else will protect it for you.